Happy TGIF. Happy TGIF, you guys. This morning, Jane Doe is continuing to testify on the stand today, y'all. We have a couple of updates, you guys. We're just getting started. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Friday, you guys. Let's go ahead and jump into it, y'all. Jump into it. So let's go ahead and see what the morning updates are so far. You guys, I'm going to go ahead and read the update since pretty much they got started this morning. Let's see. Let's see where we got started at this morning. Okay, so I'm just going to be doing a lot of catching up, you guys. So it says, what we know about Jane Doe, the government's new marquee witness. Good morning, y'all. Smash the like button. It says a woman's pseudonymly known as Jane took the stand Thursday to begin what is expected to be multiple days of testimony in support of the government's works trafficking allegations against Sean Combs. Hey, Patrice, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Jane's identity is being kept secret due to the serious and graphic nature of her upcoming testimony, which prosecutors previewed during their opening statements. Hey, Arda War, good morning. Good morning. Y'all, welcome in. Smash the like button as y'all come in the building. Y'all, these are the morning updates. Hey, Assad, how are you? It says, 2 hours ago, it says, as with every day of the trial, there is a line to enter into the courtroom. Spectators and live streamers show up remarkably early to put their names on the list that will guarantee them access to the main courtroom where Sean Diddy Combs sits. On Friday, one spectator said he had to leave the trial by lunch as he hoped to catch the verdict in disgrace. Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein's trial 2 buildings over where the jury is in deliberations. There are cameras everywhere Friday in Lower Manhattan. So y'all, across the street is where Harvey Weinstein is being, his trial is going on. So this person is going across the street to try to catch the deliberations for Harvey Weinstein. Hey, good morning, D-Dot. Good morning. How you doing? Happy TGIF. So it says Sean Combs entered the courtroom wearing a dark sweater over a white collar shirt. Like most days, he spoke with his lawyers, hugging some of them, looked into the gallery, and maintained a relaxed and collegial demeanor. He has visibly taken an active role in his defense, conferring with his attorneys and passing notes during witness testimony. D-Dot says, feeling great. Good, D-Dot, good. LT says, good morning, sunshine. Good morning. Hi, Michelle Hoffman. Welcome. Good morning. So it says, testimony from those who worked with or under Combs describe him as an involved chief executive. It seems he takes the same posture with his defense attorneys. Yo, I'm telling you, yesterday was, a day for Diddy too, because the Judge Submarine, he seen Diddy looking at one of the jurors and nodding his head. And the judge was like, excuse me, there's not supposed to be no interaction with the defendant and the jurors. So Diddy was making some kind of nodding head gestures, and the judge seen it with his own 2 eyes, and he put the night lights out on it. Hey, Browns, good morning. How are you? Welcome. So it says the parties are now discussing how much evidence can be allowed as a part of Jane's testimony, including 6 years of text messages between the two, Sean Combs' personal assistant and the government hopes to admit. Prosecutors have called some of the messages at the request of the defense, but Combs' team is arguing there are still too many. Oh my goodness. The judge will allow the text insofar as they are relevant. The glimpse we saw included communications about cleaning the hotel rooms. Y'all know they said when Diddy was in them hotel room with the freak offs, he was tearing the rooms up. He was tearing the rooms up. All kind of, semen, all kind of bodily fluids on the walls, baby oil everywhere. I mean, he was messing those hotel rooms up. I'm like, what? How could somebody mess a hotel room up that bad? That's kind of crazy, right, y'all? I'm telling you. Hey, Shane, how are you? Milan, welcome. I'm telling you, when I say that that's crazy on how bad Diddy was tearing up them hotel rooms, I was like, that's crazy. Hey, Patrice, how are you? So it is getting crazy, you guys. It's getting crazy. So it says, and I'm going over all the updates from this morning thus far. So it says Jane is back on the stand, testifying under a pseudonym. She spoke yesterday of how her passion and exciting how her passionate and exciting, sometimes taboo relationship with Sean Combs devolved into forced Reds acts under financial distress. Duress. You know, they're saying the financial duress, the reason being, I believe, is because hey Oatmeal, how are you? Good morning. Because they're saying that Diddy was paying for this woman to have a house or a apartment or something. He was paying, I think, like upward of $10,000 for this. Hey, T2 Cups, welcome. Hey, Diane, welcome. So he was paying her rent, I guess. And then I guess at some point where she wanted to stop freaking off, Diddy was like, well, you ain't freaking off no more, so I'm not paying this rent. So he didn't want to pay the rent no more, is from what I understand. So it says she is wearing a maroon suit and, like yesterday, seems shaky but resolved. As she took a seat on the witness stand, she looked down at her hands, taking a deep breath before giving a tears slight smile to the courtroom. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is crazy. And they are saying that, there's some YouTubers that dox Mia. So I seen another YouTuber say that Tisa Tells is the one who doxed her. And he actually showed Tisa Tells video doxing Mia, saying Mia's real name. And I was like, oh my goodness. So they saying that Mia was doxed. They're saying, well, not saying, because I heard Tisa Tells, the YouTuber showed Tisa Tells doxing Mia, and doxing means giving her name. And Mia was supposed to be her suit, like her name that she was testifying under. And Tisa Tells did shout her name out and expose her and dox her. So I know Tisa Tells, I believe I watched the video, and she said that if anybody can show that I doxed her, I'll pay him $5,000. And this person showed that Tisa Tells did dox Mia. She did give her real name and say that, what her real name is. So she did dox her. And they were talking about YouTubers doxing. T2 Cup says, your hairstyle is pure survival. Thank you, T2 Cups. Thank you. Patrice says she was reading something off the super chat. Yeah, she was reading something off the super chat, but she still said it. So they're saying that that was doxing. So I don't know. I'm just reporting what I seen, you guys. I try not to get into all of that, but they were just saying that there was some YouTubers that were had doxed Mia. So whether she read it on a super chat or not, she still doxed her. Sometimes that's why I read messages and I don't say anything. I just read them. Y'all may see me like reading and I don't say anything because I don't want to dox anybody. So, T2 Cup says, all respect. Yes. I don't like to get into no, mess or anything like that. I'm just reporting, what actually happened. So, not, throwing shade or anything, but just, stating the facts. So it says right here, it said, okay, this is 1 hour ago. It says he wanted to be wild and sexual, Jane testified, describing Sean Combs' instructions of her during their freak-offs or hotel nights with male pee-pee words. Hey, Michael, how are you? Little Jimmy, welcome. Y'all. Okay, we had to get rid of somebody. But anyway, so it says the prosecution witness testifying under a pseudonym said she asked the male P to use condoms on multiple occasions. But she said she eventually stopped trying because Combs preferred her to have unprotected sex. He did not want to see a rubber while watching, she testified. Y'all, as we know, yes, Rick Lee says Diddy is disgusting. Yes, he is. Patrice said Tisa need to stop reading off the super chats. See how she don't done got caught up. Yes, she did get caught up, you guys. And I'm not, trying to, cause any conflict or anything. I'm just stating the fact because I did see Tisa said that somebody was doxing, people were doxing, and then a YouTuber found her actual video where she did dox Mia, and she did say her name actually. Whether she read it, on accident or not, I don't know, but she did dox her. So, and she was saying that she would pay somebody, I believe, $5,000 if they could find a video where she doxed Mia, and that person, that other YouTuber, found the video. So I don't know if she's gonna pay that YouTuber $5,000 for showing the video where Tisa did dox. I don't know. 10K. Oh yeah, One Love. Yeah, 10K. Okay, yeah. She said that she'll pay somebody, whoever finds a video saying that she doxed Mia, that she'll pay him 10K or 5. It was something K. Yeah, it was like up there. So I was like, wow. But yeah, so that's what happened with that. So you guys, so let's continue. So Diddy didn't like for her to use, just like with Cassie. Remember, Diddy wanted Cassie to have unprotected sex with these Rex workers so he could get their bodily fluids and put it on his tatas and play with it. I'm like, ew, that is disgusting. I was like, oh my goodness, why would somebody else want somebody else's body fluids and playing with them in their hands like it's some kind of what do they call that stuff that the kids play with, like the slime? Ew, y'all, that is disgusting. I'm like, ew, gross. But it said he did not want to see a rubber while watching. Hey, Sheena, how are you? So anyway, Michelle says that's nasty. Yes, it is nasty. I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is crazy. So it says on Thursday, Jane told jurors that the freak-offs would typically last 24 hours to 30 hours, during which Combs would watch her and escorts perform Rex acts while he, choked his chicken. One Love says $50 is tight. Yeah, this is crazy, y'all. This is nasty. Could y'all imagine? Y'all, this is nasty. I don't know why Diddy didn't just go and have Rex with these men and get their bodily fluids and play with it himself. Why did he need a female to receive the man's bodily fluids and play with it? Why didn't he do that himself? I don't know. I was like, this is disgusting, right? Clarissa says, pure survival, Auntie Reese. Hey, Clarissa, what? Good morning. Sweetheart says, choke chicken. What the is going on? That's what he was doing, choking his chicken, playing with himself while this girl Jane Doe was messing with the Rex workers, right? That's the same thing he was doing with Cassie. Y'all remember? Cassie said that he would make them squirt their bodily fluids on her, and then Diddy would go and he would play with it. I don't know. I was like, this is disgusting. Hey Patricia, how are you? Libra, how are you? Oh my God, y'all, this is disgusting. So it says on Thursday, Jane told jurors, okay, that the freak-offs would last that long. I'm like, oh my goodness. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Welcome. Y'all, this is crazy. I mean, Diddy is disgusting, y'all. I mean, this is disgusting, y'all. Could y'all imagine, like, oh, that is gross. Oh my goodness. T2 Cup says cuckold fetish is diabolical. Yes, it is. That's what they call it. I'm like, ew. Auntie Reese, aka Miss Clarissa. Okay, Auntie Reese, how are you? Welcome. Sweat says you don't think this was consensual. Dominique says ew. Reek says 30 freak off hours. Yes. You know what? Let me say this, y'all. Let me just kind of rewind it from yesterday, right? From when this Jane started testifying, right? For one thing, you guys, these girls got a little game. I'm not even gonna lie. Some of these women, they got game just like Diddy got game. Let's just be for real. Let's be honest, because this Jane Doe, they're calling her Jane, not Jane Doe. Jane, she went with her friend and Diddy, and that's how she met Diddy. And then after they went on a vacation, right? Diddy and Jane's friend were together. They went on a vacation. Diddy paid for her to come along on the vacation. After the vacation was done and over with, Diddy slid her his phone number, said, "Here's my number, call me." But y'all can't tell me that Jane was probably flirting with Diddy on this trip, looking at him, saying, smiling while her friend was not looking. And she was probably smiling in his face to give him the go ahead, the green light to slide her his number. Like, you got them friends that are like that, right? They smile in your face and try to sleep with your man all at the same time. Y'all, let's just be for real. Let's be honest. These girls be having some game just like Diddy had game, right? So I'm not even going to say, sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for and be careful what you do. Because when you got Diddy's phone number, right, from Diddy, because I'm sure. Yeah, that's right. It's clean, baby. Thank you. When she went and got Diddy's phone number, because if any good woman or good friend, let me say that, if their friend's man is trying to slide them the number, they would have been like, "Oh, no, I don't play like that. Like this, I'm not the female that you could do, try to give the number so you could try to slide in on me." No, absolutely not. But that's what she did. So you know what? I don't feel sorry for her. I'm just trying to keep it real. I feel sorry for the way that things maybe he treated her, but really and truly, she kind of brought that on herself. I'm just saying, I am keeping it 100. You know what kind of friends that you have, right? Sometimes you don't, because sometimes females, y'all, they will bring this game on, try to say they're your friend, and you have no idea that they're the ones that are smiling in your face and try to sleep with your man, right? I'm just keeping it real. And y'all men, y'all know, y'all probably have females who have friends that were around that were smiling while the friend is not looking, like insinuating, "Hey, I'm with the smoke," right? I'm just saying. One Love says it's all scandalous. Yes, it is all scandalous. It is all like ho, 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 Merry Christmas, like family affair. Everybody sleep on everybody. They're doing over here. The friends are smiling and the man's faces insinuating, "I'm with the smoke." Diddy hands her his number, and next thing you know, they're together. And the ex-friend, the girl, Jane's friend, was like, she went off and went with somebody else, some dude or whatever. I don't know if she explained, "Hey, this dude got a little itty bitty Diddy committee. I'll pass. I'm gone." But for her to do her friend like that, y'all, I'm telling you, that's dirty. I don't like no females that hang around with me like that. That's why you have to be careful. The men have to be careful, and the women have to be careful of who your friends are, because your friends are really your foes, right? I'm just saying. So it says right here, it says a video recording from a freak off or hotel night is playing in which Jane asks a male escort to use a condom. We in the press room can only hear the audio to protect the privacy of the witness, who is testifying under the pseudonym. The escort agrees before Combs can be heard walking in the room. Jane's voice cracks, saying, "You promise." Oh, wow. It says, then Combs apparently refuses the request, telling her, you are just taking that." Oh my God. Hey, Amurka, how are you? Y'all, this is crazy. The prosecution is trying to demonstrate that the freak-offs were not always or not totally, not totally consensual for partners of Combs, such as Jane, who is testifying under a pseudonym. "I just understood that my request was going to be denied," she told the jury. I'm telling you, this is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. Why didn't Diddy just go and have sex with a man? Like, why did he have to use these women to be the in-between? I don't know. Y'all, let's smash the like button. Let's get the likes up, y'all. This is crazy. This is crazy. It's like a Cassie 2.0 type of situation. But like I said, at the same time, her behavior, her accepting the note, look, her passing the note, her Diddy passing, saying, here's my phone number, give me a call, right? "Hey, Julia, how are you?" Julia hair braiding. She's the one who braided my hair, y'all. She's the one who hooked me on up, made me beautiful. Thank you, Julia. Welcome. I love you, girl. Yes. But y'all, this is what this Jane Doe, this is what she allowed, because I believe I'm telling you, this is just my opinion, right? When Jane Doe was on that trip with her friend and Diddy, Jane Doe was smiling, patting, batting them eyes and everything at Diddy. I bet that's what she was doing, because why would Diddy, if she was not with the smoke, still hand her, here, Jane, here's my phone number. And she contacted him. So I'm like, these girls was with the smoke. They was with every bit of freaking off, doing all this side stuff, holding around. I'm sorry, gallivanting in them streets like that. You have to be careful what you ask for. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I am just putting it and I'm giving it to you guys. I'm keeping it 100, right? Because we all know some people are seeing situations like this where they're out there gallivanting, being ho, 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 Merry Christmas in January through December, all throughout the year, taking other people's mans, taking other people's women, and doing the most on the coast. And then now they're over here crying, talking about, oh, well, he did this. Well, you was insinuating that you was with the smoke. So he was like, shoot, she with the smoke. Let me slide her my number, right? Let me go ahead and add another body to my body count, to my list of ho, 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 Merry Christmases, right? And she was with the smoke. So, hey, sometimes you get what you ask for. You think the grass is greener on the other side when it's burnt. Then you want to be crying, out here hollering, screaming and crying and slinging snot, talking about he did this and he did that to me. Well, you sent him the invitation, baby. You was smiling, batting your eyes, probably even blowing kisses while her friend was turned around like this. She over there blowing kisses and doing all kind of other stuff. Y'all, I'm just keeping it real, right? I'm just keeping it real. I don't know what her relationship is with her friend. All I'm saying is that her friend is probably like, she, got what she, wanted, right? She wanted to take my man that I was talking to. She wanted to be sneaky and take him. So, she got what she, what I'm saying? She got what she deserved. I'm just saying, right? I don't like to be nasty. I like to keep it real, because these are people. What if that girl, her girlfriend, really liked it, Diddy? And then she's over here calling Diddy after this vacation, right? But the girl went her separate way. Diddy went his separate way. But I'm just saying, you guys, I don't want none of my friends' mans or their ex-mans, their current mans, a man that they done had 20 years ago. I don't want no parts. That is disgusting. Well, yeah, Shamika, she had him like 20 years ago, but now me and him together. No, I don't want nobody's man 20. I don't want none of my friends, cousins, sisters, none of their mans that they didn't had ever in life. No, I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of friend. No, not that type of sister. I'm not that type of cousin. I'm not even that type of daughter. Because you got some daughters messing with their mom's ex-boyfriends or their husband. I'm telling you, it's crazy. But anyway, y'all, let's continue. It says, a video recording from a freak off or hotel night is playing in, did we read that? It says the prosecution is trying to demonstrate that the freak offs were not always or not totally consensual, right? For partners of Combs such as Jane. Right? It says, who is testifying under the pseudonym. I just understood that my request was going to be denied, she told, that she told the jury. So it says, Jane shuddered, avert her eyes, and broke down in tears. As a video is a video of her performing. Oh, so y'all, they are playing the video of her performing, the clapping cheeks session. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my goodness. They are playing the actual video of the freak off. It says, oh my goodness. It says they played. Wait, hold on. Let me start over. I'm sorry. This is crazy, right? Jane shuddered, averted her eyes, and broke down in tears as video of her performing Rex acts in a freak off played in the courtroom. Oh my God. Y'all, she was performing on the stage like Michael Jackson in the courtroom from what they are playing, the videos, y'all. She paused her testimony, took a breath, and collected herself as she has done 3 times in the past 10 minutes as the footage plays. Y'all, could y'all imagine a freak off tape, a Rex tape, you guys having Rex, you and whoever, whatever being played in the courtroom, and these jurors are looking like, oh my goodness, she's performing like Michael Jackson, or she performing like Kim Kardashian? Is she y'all, I will be embarrassed, y'all. That is embarrassing. Oh my God. But let's continue. It says Combs leaned in alongside his attorney to watch the video. He was probably under the table trying to probably play with his little self while he was watching this video. Y'all know Diddy is a freak of the week, right? Century, right? Freak of the century. It says which he recorded. He is the one that recorded her. Oh my God. Oh my God, that is crazy. Due to concerns around being anonymous, videos of Jane and Freakos are being shown to jurors and lawyers only. They don't want the people that are in the courtroom to see these videos, only the jurors and the lawyers. Oh my God, this is so crazy. So it says, but only the audio is made available for the rest of the court and the journalists to hear. Hey, Tammy, happy Friday to you too, hon. How you doing this morning, girl? How are you? Y'all, this is crazy. So it says 1 hour ago, Jane recalled crying at least twice during freak-offs with Sean Combs and male escorts. Once during a group rec session at the Waldorf in Beverly Hills when Combs seemed offended. He said, "Are you crying?" And just looked like disgust with my face, Jane testified. Oh my God. Tammy says better than Diddy. I know that's right. High five, girl. We all doing better than Diddy, right? I mean, these last 2 days, yesterday, y'all know the judge, he got in trouble. He almost got put in time out. He almost had to go in the corner, right? He almost had to go in the corner because Diddy, the judge seen Diddy shaking his head at the jurors, and Judge Submarine, he was like, we not having that in here, sir. You are not to have no contact with them jurors, so you better be stop shaking that head or you're going right back to the MDC where you belong at. But y'all, let's continue. So it says, the second time was in Miami when Jane said she was so high, she was intermittently blacking out. Y'all, does the ketamine and the white powder make you, I guess, black out? She must have had a whole lot of drugs in her system, y'all. That is a lot. That is a lot to where she was blacking out. Oh my God, y'all, smash the like button, y'all. Let's get these likes up. This is crazy. She was blacking. She was so high, she was blacking out. She was like, she was blacking out. She has so much drugs in her system. That's crazy. It says Jane clung to Combs' butler in description before Combs made her have sex with the escort, she testified. Later, she said she broke down in tears in the shower with Combs. He just said, "Don't effing do this right now. I'm high and I can't effing see that. I'm too high." Jane told the jury, oh, y'all, she was higher than a kite. She was higher than Cooter Brown. She was so high, she was passing out, y'all. That is crazy. Tammy says, I wonder if she has residual effects from all that stuff. That's what I was wondering. I think, I don't know, but I never been around nobody like that does drugs, you guys. So I don't know, but I wonder, Tammy, you're correct. Does it make you pass out? Does these drugs have like some kind of adverse reaction later on, being that it's like tampered with your system? I mean, I don't know. If anybody knows about that, put it in the chat, because these are some strong drugs, y'all. This is crazy. This is crazy. She had so much drugs in her system that she was passing out, y'all. This is crazy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my God. It says eventually Sean Combs only wanted to have sex with Jane after she had spent hours with a prostitute. Her former girlfriend testified under her court-approved pseudonym. Jane explained that due to her love love for an infatuation with Combs, she longed for a one-on-one with him, which she only got after having sex with other men while he watched. I started to feel obligated that I had to perform. She said she had to perform like Michael Jackson, and she felt like that was the only time that she was able to get one-on-one. Y'all, women, ladies, even men, if there is any man telling you you can only spend time with me after you freak off and after you give me this these men bodily fluids, y'all, that's a sign that that joker is for the streets, and you should return them back to the streets. Anytime you have to be begging somebody for their time, y'all, it is not a good look. Those should be like the whole stop sign, the stoplight, everything that's saying hurry up, pick up, and run and go, right? I'm not going to be begging nobody for their time. But, I mean, I don't know, what her situation is, but y'all, I'm telling you, we have to, people have to get thicker skinned. They have to be stronger minded for these people not to be running game, even though they have a little bit of game, but they ain't got much game as Diddy, because y'all know Diddy, he's full of games, right? It says her testimony is strikingly similar to that of Cassie Ventura, who dated Combs years before Jane. In the trial's first week, Ventura also broke down on the stand as she said freak-offs were the only time I could get to spend with him. Oh my God. Oh my God, y'all. This is crazy. Hey, Bronze, how are you? This is crazy, y'all. I'm telling you, this is crazy. It says Jane, a former girlfriend of Sean Combs, is reading a text message from 2003 in which she pleaded with him to stop having freak-offs. Y'all, why she gotta beg to stop having freak-offs? All she could have did was picked up and left. I'm not begging no man to spend time with me. I'm not begging no man to be stopping to having these freak-offs. Evidently, I'm not the girl for you, right? But evidently, she was still with the smoke, because this, how you get them is how you lose them. Like, have y'all ever heard that term? How you get them is how you lose them? You were smiling, with your girlfriend that was with Diddy, smiling in his face. I'm more than sure she was, right? I'm more than sure she was smiling behind her friend's back while they were on that vacation, smiling and insinuating that she's with the smoke for Diddy to be doing and giving her his phone number for her to even been taking this far. Like I said, sometimes people think the grass is greener on the other side. She probably think, oh, Diddy's rich. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and get my turn at the Tootsie Roll, right? I'm going to get my turn at the Tootsie Roll. And now it came into a whole nightmare for her. But y'all, these people, not victim shaming nobody, but all I'm doing is keeping it 100, y'all. Keeping it 100 with you guys. She should have never took that phone number, but Diddy already seen she was with the smoke. Because if it was me and I was with my friend and Diddy tried to get me, I would probably been me mugging him first of all the whole trip, right? No, letting him know, don't come and try to play with me, because I'm not with that. I'm not on that type of time, right? You might get your little feelings hurt, if anything, right? I'm just saying. So it says, ever since I opened Pandora's box, I never been able to close it. Read the text. I'm so much more than being loved in the dark in a hotel room doing things that make me feel disgusting. Well, Jane, why didn't you leave, honey? Why didn't you leave, honey bunny? Why didn't you leave? When you kind of knew that the only time that you were being loved was in the dark in a hotel room freaking off, that should have told you that that's all Diddy cares about. Now, these girls is trying to have these relationships with Diddy. Diddy's a billionaire. He got 11 women. What makes you think that you, out of all these 11 women, is going to change him as a person? This dude is 150 years old. He ain't changing for you and nobody else. I told y'all, when he slapped his mammy, and when he having all these kids with all these people, it's showing you need to open your eyes. You need to pull the wool from over your eyes. You need to pull the money wool from over your eyes and see that he has no allegiance to his mammy, to his baby mamas, to his children. He holds no allegiance to nobody. All Diddy's worried about is himself. He is wanting to freak off. It's all about him. He trying to do stuff to try to help you to get paid, but he's getting what he wants in return. He's like, oh yeah, I paid for your apartment. I paid $10,000 for your apartment, but we gonna have a freak off in this apartment. Oh, now you don't want to freak off no more. Okay, all right. Now that we ain't freaking off no more in this apartment, and all these hotels, I'm not gonna be paying you for your apartment no more. How you make your $10,000 apartment payment or housing payment is gonna be your business. You telling me you don't want to freak off no more? Okay, not a problem. Deuces. Next. Who's next on the list? Who's next to freak off, right? These women have to open their minds. I mean, they got some game too, but their game don't supersede Diddy's game. Come on, let's be for real. These girls thinking that Diddy gonna hold some type of allegiance to them? Baby, absolutely not. You should have been looking and said, Diddy got 3, 4, 5 baby mamas. He ain't walked nobody down the aisle. He ain't put no ring on none of their fingers. He ain't got no paperwork on them. He slaps his mom. He don't give not 2 sugar honey iced teas about none of them. What you think he's gonna be feeling about me? Y'all, I'm just keeping it real. Like these women, I'm telling you, they may got a little game, but their game is not 100%. They got like maybe 3% of game, right? These women, I'm like, I don't know where they think if any man is acting a certain way and he's already 140,000 years old, he is not going to stop and say, oh my goodness. Oh, Jane Doe, I done met you and you done turned my life around. You done made me stop being a freak off monster, right? You done turned my life around. You done made me want to turn in my freak off paperwork and be a good man. No, Diddy was never, and still to this day, ain't turning in no freak off paperwork to nobody. He gonna continue to freak off even when he goes to prison. He's not holding allegiance to even none of those inmates that he's gonna probably have a freak off with. He's not holding allegiance with nobody. Diddy loves himself and nobody else, right? He wants what he wants, right? If he wants a freak off, he's going to pay for it. He's going to go, say sweet nothings in their ear, tell them what they want to hear. He's not going to tell them what he wants to say, because if he wants to tell them what he wants to hear, he wants to say, look, Heifer, all I want to do is freak off. That's really, this is what I'm telling you. This is what I want to do. I'm not going to tell you what you want me to tell you. Oh, absolutely not. I'm going to tell you what I know you want to hear in order for me to get what I want. I'm not going to be telling you, no, I'm not. I'm going to be like, you need this rent paid. All right. Okay. We having a freak off, Jane Doe. We having a freak off. Hurry up and call Chewbacca so we can have a freak off, because I need Chewbacca's, semen so I can play with it on my tatas. And she's like, okay, Diddy. I'm telling you, these women, y'all, I'm telling you, I don't feel sorry for her because, like I said, she caused all of this. When Diddy gave this girl his phone number, when they were on a vacation, she was on a vacation with her girlfriend and Diddy, that is bad business right there at the jump, right? It already tells you she was with the smoke, right? So anyway, so it says, I don't want to play this role in your life anymore. Well, you did. You thought Diddy was gonna stop and say, girl, Jane Doe, you are an amazing woman. You are making me behave myself. You are making me want to get out them streets. You are wanting to make me stop freaking off with every Sally Sue, Tom, Dick, and Harry. I just want to be for you. No. He wants to be for the streets. Diddy's always been for the streets, right? It's crazy. So it says, I don't want to play that role in your life anymore. It's dark. It's sleazy. And it makes me feel disgusting with myself, she continued. I don't want to feel obligated. Oh, my nose running. Excuse me, y'all. I don't want to feel obligated to perform these nights with you in fear of losing the roof over my head. Girl, stop, Combs replied. Girl, stop. Girl, go sit down. Girl, go have a couple of seats. Diddy said, girl, stop. It says, Diddy said, girl, stop. Go sit down and have a couple of seats. Hey, Norton, go sit down and have a couple of seats. You was with the freak offs. I've been paying your rent. Now you don't want to pay now you don't want to freak off. Y'all, let me say this. If a man is paying and giving you money, right? If a man is paying and giving you money, he expects something in return, right? Sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, but he's paying your thing, he's paying your rent, he's doing all of these things, and he expects a freak off. I'm just saying, Diddy is expecting her to freak off. So she should have been on her A game and realized, oh man, Diddy is only wanting to have, sex, want me to freak off, have, sex with these men so he could take their bodily fluids and play with it. She should have noticed that the second or even third time at the latest and should have got out of there. She should have known Diddy was a whole freak off dragon. Like, at one time, you have to stop and realize, sometimes you have to stop and realize and look back and look at what is going on, right? I'm just saying, you guys, But it says, by 2023, Jane testified she was concerned for Sean Combs' health and got him to promise to take a month off of the rugs. He agreed if they could have one last sobriety party, she said. The couple booked the hotel at the La Emirate, a hotel in Beverly Hills, where Jane struggled without rugs to perform Rex acts for 12 to 18 hours. Y'all, this is crazy. Hey, loving myself. Oh my God. 12 to 18 hours, y'all. Could y'all imagine? Could y'all imagine performing for 12 to 18 hours? Oh my God, that's crazy. It says, after Rex with two male escorts, she began throwing up, she said. Sean came in and I told him I just threw up, and he was like, let me see. He was like, that's good. Then you'll feel better. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, Harlem. That's crazy. He said, let's go because the guy is here. The third guy. Y'all, now I think it sounds like he was having her working and having her slaving and freaking off. He said, let's go because the guy is here. This is the third guy. Is this the third guy we about to have run into all these hours of having Rex? Y'all, he was working her like a Hebrew slave. Y'all, let's get the likes up. Smash the like button, y'all. This is crazy. Diddy is a monster, y'all. Diddy is a mess, y'all. Oh my God. Oh my God, y'all. This is crazy. It says, the first time Jane tried to perform sober in a freak off in 2021, the fantasy of it all wasn't there. It just wasn't easy, she testified. She said she eventually asked Combs for the E word. Wow. Y'all, these rugs, they had to be some heavy rugs. I guess with the ketamine, the white powder, look, the pink powder. These are heavy like drugs. Hey, my baby Jabil says salute, beautiful. Hey, baby. Y'all, this is crazy. Oh my goodness. I mean, when she said that she had so much drugs in her system that she passed out. Hey, Jeff, YouTube headquarters, how are you? Oh my God, y'all, this is crazy. Let's get the likes up. Oh my God. It says Sean Combs' lawyers are crowding around him at the defense table while the court is on a short break. On the defendant's right is his lead attorney, Mark Agnifilo. Brian Steele is leaning in on the left. Andrea Shapiro is hovering over his shoulder. Combs is speaking animatedly, gesturing with his hands as if he's frustrated or trying to get a point. Y'all, Diddy is hiding the fish grease. Diddy is hotter than fish grease, y'all. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. Y'all, Diddy's hotter than fish grease, y'all. He's over there doing all probably like this, moving his hands, talking about this heifer's lying, this blah, blah, blah. Diddy, stop it. Have a seat and calm down, sir. Have a seat and calm down, because you got a little out of control yesterday, Diddy, okay? We already know the judge that put the night lights out on you and was threatening to put you outside of your own court case. And if you would have got put out, you would have been finding out the results, and the disposition of your court case in the MDC, right? I'm saying, because they don't even have no cameras in the courtroom, so you can't watch what's going on in the courtroom no more. You can maybe even hear what's going on, but are they going to let you do that, Diddy? You better stop cutting up. I'm just saying, the judge gave you a fair warning, Diddy. Diddy is cutting up, y'all. Diddy is cutting up. Diddy is cutting up. Hold on, there's three. Okay, so now... Okay, now we're all caught up with everything. Hey, Deborah, how are you? Good morning. Okay, so now this is the latest updates, you guys. Let's see. Oh. Okay, hold on. Okay, 38 minutes ago. So we're kind of caught up, right? Okay, so yes, one love. Let's get 200 likes. Yeah, you guys, please smash the like button, you guys, so they can push this out in the algorithm. Y'all, these are the updates from this morning, right? So 38 minutes ago, Sean Combs will regularly run out of rugs during freak-offs and have his security guards or assistants fetch more. His former girlfriend testified under her alias Jane. She said staff would show up at the hotel room with the pills in a bottle full of the E word, and then the white powder and a mixed cannabis and tobacco. And it says Jane said she and Combs usually took stimulants, but a dealer named Guido, Gido, would sometimes bring the Xanax. You need something really heavy to knock you out, Jane said. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all, what? So they use X, they use the pink stuff, the white stuff, what's the other one, y'all? They use a lot of rugs, y'all. That's a lot. And then if they're mixing these rugs, y'all, this is crazy. Oh my God. One love said that's a lot. I know, right? Dida said that's why he jerks he jerks a lot. That's why he choking his chicken. Are these drugs making him like incompetent, you guys? Do y'all think? I mean, I don't know. Or does he already have like an incompetency problem? I don't know, y'all, because I mean, that's a lot of rugs. I would imagine all those rugs would make him incompetent, not able to, pop, lock it and drop it, if y'all know what I mean. These rugs, I mean, to where it's knocking the girl, Jane said it knocked her out. Y'all, them drugs is powerful. Oh my God, that's crazy. It says Jane said that Combs usually took stimulants, but a dealer named Guido would sometimes bring the X, the X ones, right? It says, you need something really heavy to knock you out, Jane said. I would take it after I put Sean to sleep. So she will put Sean. She will put little Sean with his itty bitty ditty committee to sleep. And then she said, I would take it after I put Sean to sleep. Oh, so she was rocking Sean to sleep. I don't know if she was breastfeeding him or she rocked him to sleep, but after she put Sean out, she put herself out too. Oh my goodness. Okay, 22 minutes ago, it says Sean Combs twice asked Jane to bring a package of rugs from California to Miami. Oh my God. Is this a rug transportation? Is she transporting these rugs for him from California to Miami in her checked luggage? Oh my God. So is this a rug trafficking charge? Oh my goodness. I'm going to start reading it again. Deborah said, yes, it is. Wow. So it says, let me read it again. Let me start again. It says, Sean Combs two times, asked Jane to bring a package of drugs from California to Miami in her check bag. Y'all, I'm telling you, Tammy says, sounds like trafficking to me. Yes, me too, Tammy. It sounds like trafficking. D-Dot says, dunking people behind track cans. Y'all, Diddy didn't ask the girl. This is what I'm saying. Diddy was asking everybody to do everything. That's why I see this as being him being what's it called? Like a mob boss. He was asking everybody to do everything for him. Diddy, why didn't you transfer the rugs in your suitcase? That's what I would have asked him. Why don't you take them? You trying to get me caught up, Joker? I know if my check bag goes through that X-ray machine and the machine is the dogs is coming and everything. I know I'm good as gone. I'ma do some years, right? I'ma do some years for transporting some rugs in my suitcase to you. You asked me to do it twice over. Oh my God. Tammy says he think he's good if he ain't hands-on. Yes. This is what I'm saying. I'm seeing the mob boss situation, the mafia boss, whatever you want to call it. He is asking everybody to do everything for him, right? Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my God. I'm not transporting nobody's nothing for them across no airport security. Ain't no beep, 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 beep. Then the dogs are coming, sniffing around, on the chain. The dogs is ready to find the rugs. Oh, y'all, oh no. I would not be embarrassed. Oh, absolutely not. Oh, no, indeed not. I don't even carry Tylenol on me when I'm traveling. Oh, no. Oh, absolutely not. So it says a pseudonym witness testified. Jane said she was uncomfortable with the idea, but a member of the Combs staff. Oh my goodness, y'all, this is crazy. But a member of the Combs staff told her she often carried his rugs. So she said, I did it before. You won't get caught. Like, girl, it's okay. You won't get caught. I done carried these rugs plenty of times. It's okay. It's cool. You ain't gonna get in trouble. You ain't gonna get caught. Y'all, this is crazy. Oh my God. Tammy said, and everybody dumb enough to do it too. Yes, Tammy. Everybody is dumb enough to be doing what he's telling them to do or asking them, telling them or asking them, whatever. I would have been like, oh no, oh no, I'm not doing that. You better go find somebody that's don't mind getting caught and going and clink in the cell where you are at right now, Diddy. I would not, y'all. I'm sorry. It says right here, the breadth of this testimony, breach of this testimony is growing. It says the prosecutors are guiding it to show that for Jane, what began as an idealistic relationship with Combs devolved into forced sex acts and transporting controlled substances across the line. Y'all, that tells you right there that he was asking her to transport the rugs for across state line from California to Miami. Did that not? Y'all, let's get the likes up. This is crazy. This is crazy. So he was asking her to carry these rugs across state line and be her little, what's it called? Rug mule. Y'all, this is crazy. Hey, Michael. Tammy says that she got caught in that airport, he would have sat back and yes, Tammy, he sure would have. He would have been like, that's a personal problem. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Knowing that he asked her to do it. He would sit back and act like he ain't asked her to do what she did to get in trouble. And he probably been like, don't call me because I don't want them people to know that I didn't ask you to carry these drugs across state line. You ain't about to get me in your mess. That's what Diddy was doing. He was setting all of them up, even Cassie, to where Cassie was paying these people, to the prostitutes or whatever, pimps or whatever. He was setting everybody up to do his dirty work. He was like, hey, go pay, hey, Cassie, go find these freak off dragons. And then you the one who pay him. Hey, Jane, I need you to carry these drugs from Miami to California. Y'all, he was telling them people, asking them what to do, telling them what to do. And he was trying to be like he was hands off because he didn't want to get his hands dirty with transporting these drugs. But he needed them. He was sending, were a little bit kind of like, she was kind of like his goon too. Oh my God, this is crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it says the government's racketeering conspiracy and Rex trafficking charges revolve around victims being forced into actions they otherwise would not be comfortable doing. And that's absolutely right. Oh my goodness, Tammy says, hey Deborah, hey Sheila, One Love, Pauline. This is crazy, y'all. Could y'all imagine? Would y'all allow your man, a so-called man, to ask if you guys are can you carry these rugs for me? I just need to this the Obama pills, I need the X pill, I need this, I need that, and carrying them across state line? That's crazy. Patrice says is why the houses and the kids and mama's name. Well, they're saying when I was in court, you Patrice, on Monday and Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday, they had Diddy's chief financial officer speaking, right? And he said the houses were all in Diddy's business name, in the LLC names. So I don't know who started that rumor, but I know when that CFO testified, Diddy's chief financial officer testified, he said the houses and the properties are in the LLC's name. They didn't say if they were in who else's name. They just said that a lot of times this is what like celebrities do. They put their houses in like their LLC, like Bad Boys name. But this is crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, y'all. My nose is running. Hey, Anonymous, how are you? Oh my God, y'all. This is crazy. It says a network of prostitutes was available for freak-offs. Jane testified. A network of prostitutes were available for freak-offs. Y'all, that is crazy. So this is why they're saying that this was a whole prostitution ring that Diddy was paying these people to come and prostitute, right? It says, but she and Sean Combs eventually started recruiting porn stars to join the sessions. So they had prostitutes, the porn stars, they had everybody up in on this situation. It says Jane is testifying under a pseudonym. She said she reached out to at least two adult film stars, including one named Chief, because he worked as a chef. One named as Chef because he worked as a private cook on the side. She said she began suggesting Combs hire porn stars rather than prostitutes so she could have Rex with men she was familiar with rather than strangers. Oh my God. But to me, a prostitute and a porn star, they are all still in the same arena. They still nasty to me. I'm just saying. So it says, when Assistant U.S. Attorney Maureen Comey asked Jane why she acted cute and bubbly with a particular porn star, the witness replied, because he was familiar with me. Because he felt like a safe option. Oh my God. Deborah says, bring the tea, pretty lady. Pure survival. Thank you. Y'all, this is crazy. Tammy says, how about not doing it at all if you don't want to? Exactly. Like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. Y'all, this is getting crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is crazy. So this is, oh my goodness, this is crazy, y'all. Excuse me, my nose is running, y'all. Hold on. I'm sorry. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. Okay, we got an update, a new update 3 minutes ago. It says assistants to Sean Combs would usually book the travel for the porn stars, Jane testified. See, this is where we're getting into the transportation. This is where we're getting into the transportation. Transporting across state lines, buying plane tickets to go for the purpose of having sex. This is where they're getting into the RICO and all this. I believe this is what I'm reading and thinking and understanding, right? So it says assistant to Sean Combs would usually book travel for the porn stars. Jane testified she recalled paying at least two men in cash from what she referred to as Combs' cash drawer. No, it wasn't no cash drawer. Diddy had a whole bank. The bank of Diddy. Y'all remember when he paid the guy for the USB? He came out the back room and he had a big old trash bag, $100,000 cash. Diddy had a whole bank on wheels, bank on the go, y'all. Oh my God. It says she referred to as Diddy's cash drawer. in the hotel room they used for the freak offs. So this is what I'm saying. Diddy was all hands off. He was like, Jane, go ahead and get that money out the drawer over there and go ahead and pay the porn star. He was directing her to do all of this stuff. He didn't want his hands to be dirty. He didn't want his hands to be dirty at all. He was directing, and this is why they are saying it's illegal, because Diddy was like I ain't gonna say like a mob boss, but I'm gonna say a mob boss, right? He was directing people to do this, do that. Hey, pay the prostitutions. Hey, Cassie, go and look up some prostitutes and some pimps or whatever so we can have these freak offs, and then you're gonna pay him. He was directing all of that, you guys. He from the sideline. He was on the bench. He was sitting over there, directing. Hey, you do this, you do that, you do this, you do that. Hey, security, go get the pills. Hey, we need some more pills. I mean, doing all the directing. This is why they are saying this is a RICO. I am like kind of getting to this where I'm starting to see him directing, him buying these things. He's transporting and everything. Deborah said, you are funny. Thank you, Deborah. He is, I'm telling you, Norton says, P-O-D-D-O. Yes. Hey, Arctic One, how are you? Y'all, I'm telling you, this is getting juicy. So she was directed by Diddy to pay the porn star off with the cash drawer from the Bank of Diddy. Look, the Bank of Diddy, the money was in this cash drawer in the hotel, Bank of Diddy, aka Bank of Diddy. It says one of the lower level charges against Combs involves transporting men or women across state line. There you go. Jane just testified and said that Diddy was buying plane tickets that weren't, what was it? Hold on, let me go back. It says a network of prostitutions that they were buying their plane tickets to come where they were. So this is the transportation for the prostitution. Tammy says everybody got to be accounted for their actions, especially Diddy. Yes, Diddy is a monster, and Diddy was setting all the plays up. Diddy was on the sideline twiddling his thumbs. Yeah, you go ahead, Jane. Pay this one. Pay the prostitute. Do this. I need these pills. Security. Bring me these pills. I need this. I need the Xanax pills. I need this. I need the white powder, the pink powder, the purple powder, the cayenne pepper powder. I need it all. I need it here. This is crazy, y'all. Okay, this is crazy. So it says, I'm going to reread this second paragraph. It says, one of the lower level charges against Combs involves transporting men and women across state lines, right? With intent that such individual engage in prostitution. Language stemming from 1910 legislation known as the Mann Act. Prosecutors have presented compelling evidence to meet the legal criteria for that charge. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's going down. They are setting the stage. They are setting the stage for all of this to be shown. It says Combs' legal team has attacked this strategy as racially motivated. Girl, y'all go sit down, Diddy's team, because y'all know now I can say they didn't arrest and do other people like this or whatever, but I'm saying Diddy did a lot of this stuff, right? Hey, Sarah, how are you? Diddy did a lot of this stuff to bring it on himself, right? And they just busted him out. If Diddy had not been so nasty, had not been beating everybody up, had not been doing X, Y, Z, LMNOP, had not been having Cassie to freak off with these men so he can get the men juices out of Cassie, and the same for Jane Doe. If he wouldn't do all of this stuff, he probably would have been not in the situation he's in. But being that he was nasty, beating people up, hitting them with kettlebells, beating them, busting them upside the head with chairs, putting the hands on people, slapping Drake, slapping his mom, he probably wouldn't have been in nowhere near trouble like he is today. But he was a nasty person, and his karma is here to visit him. Hey, Diddy, my name is Karma. Do you know me? Diddy, like, get out of here. I don't know who you are. Yeah, Diddy, welcome. My name is Karma, and I'm here to visit you. I'm here to visit you, Diddy. And I'm not here for a freak off. I'm here to visit you. I just want to see how this karma is going. So it says, Combs' team has attacked this strategy, saying emotionally motivated, whatever. And they're saying that, noting that the Mann Act was used to convict Jack Johnson, the first black heavyweight boxing champion, for fraternizing with white women. President Donald Trump posthumously said, pardon Johnson in 2018. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's going down. Diddy is catching holy HE double hockey sticks, right? He is upset. He is mad. He was in a scuffle a little earlier, in a little, in a little a lawyer cipher, right? In the courtroom, and he was mad. Hey, John, how are you? He was mad. He was like, swinging his head, getting mad, having his little talk with his lawyers. He's upset. He's hotter than fish grease, probably crying and slinging snot over there because Jane Doe is telling it all on the stand. He is hotter than fish grease. And he knows not to cut up today in the courtroom like he did yesterday, because the judge put him on alert yesterday and told him, if Diddy does it again, you going back over there to your nasty, dirty cell with all the roaches and the rats. And then we'll let you know the outcome of this trial, sir. We'll let you know if you're guilty and how many years you're going to do. I'm just saying, y'all, it is crazy. It is crazy. So this lady right here, Jane, she is on the throne, and she is telling everything from the transportation of Diddy them buying plane tickets for the prostitutes, the porn stars, and everything in between, and telling what Diddy was doing. And she said that she thought that she was gonna have a relationship, but I'm like, girl, if you don't go sit down, why you think that you was about to have a relationship with Diddy? What in the world did you do to show Diddy that you was worthy of him having a sole exclusive relationship with you? What did you do? All you did was show Diddy that you was on the same type of time that he was. Right? I'm just being for real. You are sitting here crying, hollering, slinging snot on the stand, saying that Diddy did all this stuff, which he did. He did some stuff to her. I'm not going to discount that because we know Diddy's a monster, but you made him the invitation. You gave him a Jane Doe, Jane invite to, allowing him to do what he did to you. Y'all know you got people out there that will, like my mom always said, right? You give them an inch and they gonna take a mile, right? You gonna give them an inch and they gonna take a mile, and that's what Diddy did. Diddy went in on her. He was having a Cassie 2.0 situation. But ain't nobody told her to stay, because I know for me, I would have got out of there. I would have left. I would have been like, this joker, all he wants to do is hump and dump, have these men come here and hump and dump me, and then take the liquids from my, between my legs and play with it on his breast. And the only time he's being nice and being cool, calm, and collective and wants to spend time with me is when he gets his golden ticket, that liquid stuff that comes out of the men. And now he wants to spend time after I doing all this freak off. I'm tired. I've been freaking off for days on end. And here he goes, wants to spend time. I'm tired. I need to take a nap. I need to sleep for another 24, 48 hours. She should have said and opened up her mind like, this joker is using me. He is only wanting to do freak offs. He only wants to spend time with me. I got to beg him for his time. But you had Jane had a little bit of, she had a little bit of game, because that's how she got Diddy. She had a little bit of game. And Diddy, took an inch and then took a mile. He took an inch and then took a mile. He was like, oh, shoot, this is free game right here. Let me get this little dumb girl to freak off for me, because I need my men, liquid from another man. I need to get that. And I'll pay you $10,000. I just need this man. Diddy, why didn't you go and get a man to have Rex with you so you can get all of his liquids in your booty hole, maybe? Because that's what you really wanted. You could have been back there playing with it or whatever you wanted to do. I'm just saying, I'm keeping it real. Why did you have to have a woman as a middle person to go and have these women freaking off so you can go and take this man's bodily fluids when you could have been having them hit you from the back, clap your cheeks, and then put your hand back there and play with it if you wanted to. Whatever you were going to do with it. Play with it like it's goo or whatever. It's disgusting, but I'm just keeping it real. Like slime, play with it. I don't know what you want to do. Lick it, put it on your tatas like they said. I mean, that's disgusting. But why did you have to use a middle man, middle woman, and a middleman to get what you wanted to get? Why didn't you let somebody clap your cheeks and let them watch you? Right? Why? I don't know. Or why didn't you have a man just choke his chicken and then, have to, share his bodily fluids with you? Why couldn't you stand right there in the chair, have the man in front of you, and have the man choke his chicken and give you the bodily fluids that you wanted? I don't understand why it had to be coming from a woman, to him. I don't understand, y'all. That is disgusting. I don't know. Like, that's why I say, Diddy, we have to have a whole meeting, y'all. We're gonna have to have a whole national meeting as to what this name is going to be for Diddy, because all of this freaky stuff, I'm telling you, we have to give Diddy a new name. It's not even a freak. It ain't no freak off. It ain't no what do they call those people that like a nympho? It's not even a nympho. It has to be another name that supersedes nympho, y'all. Cause I don't even know. It has to become a new name that we have to have a meeting about, and we have to give Diddy a whole new name as to what this behavior is called. Cause this behavior is not normal. This is a certain type of behavior that we have to give a name to, y'all. We have to have a meeting. We have to have a national meeting and have a meeting and with some doctors and some therapists and come up with a new name, because being a freak and being a nymphomaniac is just not, that's beneath Diddy. That is beneath Diddy. I'm telling you, we got to come up with the whole name. Anonymous, you is a mess. That too. Yeah, that could be one of the names. But we need the real name of this condition. Well, this is a whole condition, y'all. This is a whole condition. This is going to be one of the new names in the dictionary for Diddy that they gonna have to come up with, because I'm telling you, this is some behavior that is like beyond belief. I'm telling you guys, this behavior is beyond belief. But Jane Doe, y'all, she is on the stand and she is telling it, y'all. Hey, Laura Lee, how are you, hon? Laura Lee, I got my spaghetti and my fish yesterday, honey. I ordered it, even though I didn't cook it. It wasn't as good as, it would have been mine. But Laura Lee, I got my spaghettis and my fried fish yesterday. How was your spaghetti, Laura Lee? How was yours, Miss Laura Lee? Was your spaghetti on point? Because my spaghetti, it was good. It hit the spot. But, I'm going to have to probably in another week or so, I'm going to have to cook me a pot of spaghetti and fry me some fish on the side. Because I'm telling you, I need that taste. You know how you want that taste? You like, I got to get that taste. Like, I want my spaghettis and I want my fried fish, right? I'm just saying. Justin Duramo, shout out, please. Yeah, shout you out. Shelly says, when you got money, it's normal. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. Fruit Stick says, too hot outside. It's hot, yeah. But yeah, it's crazy, you guys. It's crazy. I'm waiting on another update. That was the last update, which was 17 minutes ago. But y'all, Jane is over here on the stand. Nola says, nasty psychopath. What is the name? What are we gonna name? Nola says nasty psychopath. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you, y'all, this is a whole nother name, y'all. A whole nother name for Diddy, you guys. A whole nother name for Diddy. I'm telling you, it is crazy. It is off the chain. Y'all, let's get the likes up. Let's take a minute before we get the next update. Everybody hit the like button. Y'all smash the like button. If you guys hit the 3 dots up here on the screen, it'll take you guys to where y'all can hit the like button. Arctic Quest says, Tutti Frutti, close your booties. Y'all, it's hilarious, Arctic One. Oh my God. Annette says, hey y'all, and Diddy not even the worst. I know, Annette, they said, Diddy is not even the worst. They got worse freaks and demonic dragons out there, right? It's crazy. Laura Lee said, I had mine with Alfredo sauce, sausage, and ground beef garlic bread. Oh my God, that sounds good too, Miss Laura Lee. Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm like starting to get hungry all over again, right? Anonymous says, show some love, hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button. Sunshine says they not holding none of the other paid rec scandals customers. Yeah, it's crazy. Arctic One says everyone please drop a like and subscribe to your girl the lounge. Thank you, Arctic One. Thank you. Yeah, y'all smash the like button, subscribe to my channel. Y'all, Jane is over here singing like a songbird. Hey, Lainey, welcome. Justin says no, I ain't singing nothing. I don't know. I don't want to sing. No, it's time we preaching. We is having church. We is having Diddy church. Diddy is over here. You know, he is on trial. So we is having church. We having Diddy church, right? Sunshine says they not telling on their handlers that gave them the tip of Diddy. Yeah, they ain't telling. I'm telling you, this stuff right here, you guys. Excuse me. I'm telling you, this stuff right here, y'all. And let me say this. Because at the beginning, I was like, oh, they got these tapes. They got the minors. They got this. They got that. They got all this stuff. And y'all, I was like, this is a whole total different thing according to what they was putting out. Y'all, if y'all agree, press 1. Justin says, you look gorgeous. Thank you, Justin. Y'all, put a 1 in the chat if y'all feel like this trial has taken a different turn as to what we kind of thought. Because I was like, oh, they got the minors. Oh, yeah, just wait, because the feds got these minors. Oh, and this is happening. And y'all, I seen Ariel. Remember Ariel, the one that that was the attorney supposed to be for what's her name? What is that girl's name? Anyway, Ariel, the lawyer that said that, they got okay, I see some ones in the chat. It says, okay, so Ariel, she went on Pierce Morgan last night, right? Ariel went on Pierce Morgan last night and she was, talking and saying this, saying that, or whatever. And I was like, Ariel was saying that she had the videos. I'm all getting excited. I'm like, ooh, what videos do they got? I want to see. Do they got the minors? Do they got Justin Bieber on there? Do they got Usher on there? Do they got Oprah Winfrey? Y'all, we were all thinking that this was going to be like, oh, they got the freak offs. Everybody was in the freak offs. Hey, Shiloh, how are you, hon? I was like, oh, this is taking a whole different turn for me, right? I was like, this is taking a whole different turn. I'm like, what is going on, right? I mean, I thought of it as like they got these minors. I'm telling you. Sunshine says she cashed all her coins. I know, right? I'm like, I was wishing, I was like, I wanted to see all that. Laura Lee says, at the lounge, Cameron leaked her identity and 50 posted her pic this morning and took it down on IG. It's lit now. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wait, Miss Laura Lee, of whose identity? Of Mia or Jane? Mia or Jane? I don't know. Tammy says deflection ain't gonna help him. The feds got their knees on his neck, and I'm here for it. Some popcorn period. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, they do. They got his knees. They got the knees. They got their elbows. Look, Diddy had to have he was putting elbows, knees, and hands on everybody. Oh, the prosecution, they are putting everything on him. I believe so because now Jane Doe is over there testifying and saying everything. Diddy was paying for the prostitutes to be traveling. Diddy had me over here trying to carry these drugs from California to Miami. She is telling everything. So Diddy, I'm telling you, he is probably clenching his little booty cheeks right now. He's probably in the chair clenching them booty cheeks. I'm telling you, he's upset. They said he was upset and he was like, kind of like going in on with his lawyers, talking and chatting with them. Oh, he's hotter than fish grease today, right? He is hotter than fish grease today. He was hotter than fish grease yesterday too, when he been brought to an open shame, when that judge seen with his own eyes that Diddy was shaking his head at one of the jurors. The judge was like, oh no, you're not playing this in here. Diddy, you may be running, you may have ran in them streets in Hollywood, but you're not running up in this courthouse, right? This is my courtroom. I got the rules. I set the rules. You're not going to come in here and try to play with me, homeboy. He put him on blast, right? So Diddy's been put on notice. So if he cuts up again, he is going to the nasty, dusty, dirty funky MDC, right? Hey, P. Diddy, what's going on? How are you? We got a P. Diddy in the building, y'all. This P. Diddy, I told P. Diddy he better not cut up. He better not cut up or we will send him to the MDC. So he gonna be on his best behavior, y'all. He gonna be on his best behavior because if he's not, we gonna send him to the MDC, okay? Anyway, it says, Sunshine says, because they love their job. Hey, Pang, how are you, girl? How's it going? How you doing? So, yeah, we haven't got an update. I'm waiting for an update. No updates yet. But, y'all, when I say Jane is up on that throne, she is telling it. She says assistants to Sean Combs will usually book travel for the porn stars. Jane testified she recalled paying at least 2 men with cash from the Diddy Bank of America account, from the drawer. He had a whole bank account in the drawer, y'all. He had a whole bank account, y'all. Just like when the USB thing was sold, he went to the back. Diddy went to the back in the room. He went to the bank of Diddy in the back in the second bedroom in his high rise where Garcia went, and he went to go make that transaction. Diddy came out that room with that brown paper bag full of $100,000, y'all. I was like, Diddy is, I'm telling you, he got banks, he got clothing lines, he got liquor lines, he got all kind of stuff. But y'all, he is slowly being all the way shut down. He is being shut down. They are letting it be known. I mean, Jane Doe is letting it be known. She said that Diddy paid for their plane tickets to come across state lines. She's over there telling it. She's singing like a songbird. She's been singing soprano. She's singing crying tears. She's singing alto tenor. She's singing everything in between. She is on the stand telling it. She is like, boy, homeboy, you about to go down. You try to have this play relationship with me. You hurt my feelings. I thought that I was going to be the girl that changed your life and you was playing with my emotions. And I thought I was gonna be only, it's gonna be an exclusive relationship only with me and you, Diddy, and you lied. Oh, you lied, Diddy. Oh, you didn't lie. You made me freak off. You didn't allow me to spend time with you only till after you got the little nasty, funky men's stanky, liquid out of my vajayjay. Oh, Diddy, you just used me. You told me you're not gonna pay me $10,000 no more for my apartment. Now you kicking me out, telling me I got to figure it out. Oh, she up there on the stand. She is telling it. She is telling it, as she should, right? Because we know Diddy is a whole monster. But like I said, the only thing that I don't like about this situation with this, with Jane, is that she allowed Diddy to give her the number, but she was with the smoke. I bet you when Jane and her friend was on the vacation with Diddy, Diddy paid for Jane to go and be with them. But I believe during that vacation, she was probably, winking at Diddy. Hey, baby, blowing kisses, letting Diddy know that she is with the smoke. So Diddy was like, oh, shoot, I see a perfect opportunity. Let me go ahead and dive in. And he did. And she called him. Next thing you know, they were an item. And her girlfriend no longer, was messing with Diddy. But this is like, these girls is crazy. I would not want my friend's man. That is disgusting to me. But some women are like that, right? I don't want my sister, my cousin, my mama, my aunties, my nieces, my kids, my daughter. I don't want none of their mans. I don't want nobody's leftovers that I know, right? No, absolutely not. No, I'm not. No. I'm not. No, I don't want none. So Jane is telling everything on the stand. She telling everything. Yep. He tried to have me to be trafficking drugs across state lines. Yep, that's a charge right there. Trafficking. He bought these tickets for the the porn stars, the corn stars, and the ho Merry Christmas dragons to come and freak off with us. Oh, that's another charge. When I say the feds are showing that it is going, and all these charges and all these things that Jane Doe is talking about. Diddy, I'm telling you, Diddy is over there with his booty cheeks clenched in the seat. Diddy is hotter than fish grease. He is upset because she is telling everything to be adding. Like they even said too, that this witness, Jane, she is the one that's going to bring the smoke to this trial. So I already see a lot of the stuff that they're talking about already just within this morning. She is putting it down, right? Sunshine says, what's the object of the Rex workers? I mean, the Rex workers were getting paid. It says, from what I understand, from what I'm reading from the notes from court today, what we read thus far is that these workers were going and I guess having Rex and doing the threesomes, foursomes, or group Rex or whatever, and then she was paying them. Diddy said, go to the drawer, go to the bank of Diddy over there in that drawer in the nightstand in this hotel and pay the freak off dragon. Hurry up, pay the freak off dragon, and we got one coming in. So she was paying, she was freaking off with them, and Diddy made her pay them. So I could see this is the portion where it's more explosive than I guess probably what Cassie, no, because Cassie was paying them too. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Anonymous says paid and paid was better than, that's a cush job. Laughing out loud. Yeah, he was paying them. Diddy was telling the Jane to pay him. Y'all know Diddy was not about to be paying nobody, like going and act. The only thing that I can remember he actually paid was for the USB, was with Garcia. When Garcia went to his house and Diddy went to the bank of Diddy in the back, Diddy got the money and actually paid Garcia. So I don't know. Diddy says 11. Yeah. So I don't know. It's crazy. P. Diddy, go sit down and have a seat. Shirley says 100% right, Sunshine. Yes, I'm telling you, Diddy was using these were all of his goons. Even the girls were his goons to cover up all of his, disgusting stuff. He didn't want people to know. He didn't want people to have his fingerprints just in case they would run a fingerprint or something. He didn't want his hands in none of that. He was directing people to do stuff. And this is why they're saying like he was, I see it as like him being like the mob, kind of like the mob boss. A mob boss is like, go do this, go do that, go do this. And when there's like criminal activity, like you didn't had a freak off, now you're telling them to go pay the freak off dragons, right? Rena says he was smart. Yeah, he was smart, but it all caught up with him, right? It all caught up with him. Mikala says Diddy is in federal custody, right where he should be. Diddy lovers, exactly. He is right where he needs to be, right? Ringleader Kendra, yes, he is the ringleader. And the ringleaders, they hold them all at the MDC. They got plenty of rooms, right? I'm just saying, right? That's where they hold the savages. Because remember, Diddy said, I'm a savage. I'm a savage. Oh, yeah, we know you a savage, right? We know you're a savage, right? We know you're a savage. Pang says, yes, because ain't nobody want that Tootsie Roll. Ain't nobody want the Tootsie Roll. They just wanted the money, really, right? They wanted the money because all those 5011 people that put lawsuits on Diddy, y'all remember they were saying all kind of stuff. It's a pencil, it's adolescent. They were calling it a Tootsie Roll. Not the Tootsie Roll Pop, but just the Tootsie Roll, right? I'm telling you, it is crazy. It is crazy. Sunflower says if Diddy was smart, he would have watched 50 Shades of Grey and have everybody fill out a paper of what they agree with and what they don't agree with and have them sign the paper. Well, that was kind of like the NDAs. That was almost like the NDAs. Arctic One says he has so much money, he could have paid a judge and a whole legal team to plan each and every scenario, and then people like he already knew how it was going to. Yeah, you're right. Diddy has so much money, but Diddy was like, he was kind of stingy to a certain point because he was like, come on now, like, okay, everybody, let me know if y'all can agree with me or Give me you guys' thoughts and points and opinions on this. You know, everybody likes different things, right? Like I love houseware, I love decorating, I love clothes, I love Temu, right? I love me some Temu, y'all. I'm telling you, I love some Temu. But we spend our money on what we like, right? Some people like to drink, some people like to smoke the green stuff. Some people like shoes. Some people like arts and crafts. Some people like to cook. They like to, buy a lot of food to, do like, prepare different meals and, be creative like with the food or with baking. Maybe some people like, to do garden beds. Some people like to sew. Everybody likes to do everything, right? Diddy likes to freak off. So his money was going towards freak offs. He didn't want to spend no money to pay these people for their rights and for their music, what is it called? Their music rights or whatever. Diddy was like, my money is for freak offs. He would take trillions of dollars to freak off, but when he owes somebody something, he don't want to pay them. That's like when people be like, I ain't paying that water bill. Shoot, I'm about to go and buy me some garden tools or go buy me some flowers and plant. I ain't playing that. But that's what he did, y'all. That's what people do. People love what they love. Diddy loved to freak off. He didn't went so far to having his own Diddy bank in his house. And then when he would take the money, when he would go on, out of town. There he is loading up the money so he could pay for when he's in Miami or wherever state he's going to, the freak off money. He will have that freak off money intact. But when it was coming time to pay the making of the band people, Mace and all them people, shoot, he was like, I ain't paying that. Y'all know I don't even like y'all. I ain't about. And then they were going back and forth to court and all kind of stuff, right? But then when it came to the freak offs, even to the day before he got arrested, the night he got arrested, he had the freak off money in the bathtub. He had the freak off money in the bathtub with the freak off PPE. The freak off PPE, the baby oil, the Astroglide. He had the money. He had all of that, right? Diddy is a freak. And he is a dangerous, demonic, abusive freak, right? He is a dangerous, demonic, abusive freak because he will go to people's heads. He will put the elbows on them. He will slap you. He will tell you. He is abusive physically and mentally, right? He is abusive mentally and physically because he will put the hands on these people. He put the hands on these people. He be yelling. Allegedly held the girl over the balcony. Throwing computers. Remember throwing chairs. I think he went over to some wedding or some situation, something. And then he took a chair and was banging somebody up outside their head. Y'all know he slapped Drake. He even slapped his mammy. Janice got a piece of the hand too. And these girls are trying to fall in love with a crazy joker. Like, girl, all of y'all should have seen this. But they were after the money, I believe, a lot of them. But they should have ran. They should have said, I'm getting out of here. This joker is crazy. This Diddy doo-wop bop is a hot mess. Let me get out of here. But no, They were striving to be number one. Cassie was striving to be number one. She was jealous of Kim Porter. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Sarah says it's about control and power. Yes. But I don't want to be on a man's arm and they're nasty and demonic, slapping me up behind closed doors. I got to wear my hair like this because he done punched me in my eye. No, I want to be able to enjoy my relationship, have a clean, good relationship, be out to have a good time, not worried about if Shanika, Lucretia, Janice, Bonisha, and all of them is looking and lurking and jealous and hating off the sideline because it ain't their week. Like, I would not. Like, they wanted this money, but me, I'm like, everybody is different, right? Everybody is different, but I'm not about to be standing in no long line trying to get with no man, trying to strive and freak off and do all this crazy stuff to be somebody's number one. I am absolutely not about to do that, right? I am not. I'm not about to do that. Sunshine says Judge just talked. um, Miss Mitchell says, love your hair. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's crazy, you guys. I'm telling you, these girls are crazy. Now, they got game too. They got a little bit of game, but y'all know Diddy, he has an ultimate game on top of having all that money. And that's where a lot of these women, I think personally, on just like a side note, a lot of them were trying to chase the bag. They were trying to put these lawsuits on him and all kind of stuff, because they said Cassie and her husband, they were broke at the time that they put the lawsuit in. They were broke. But all the stuff that he did to Cassie and everybody laying hands, Diddy's wrong for that. Nobody should have to be going through all this stuff when there is people that are freaks, that are willing. He got the participants that was like, I'm not gonna say like he kind of forced them, made them do it, or whatever you want to call it. But there is participants, there's freaks out here that would be with the smoke and be like, come on, Diddy, let's freak off. I'll freak off for a whole week if you want me to. They got those people out here. Why didn't Diddy go and get none of them? It's like, I feel like he was predatory, predatory with the people that he was kind of forcing or making them do stuff. I think he was a little predatory, right? A little bit predatory. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. But, I mean, different folks for different strokes. I mean, there's people out there like that. They want to do this, want to do that, or whatever, to each their own. Big C says the people taking his money was okay till some who didn't get paid put on the glasses. Yeah. Because if y'all think about it, what happened to all his friends? Diddy had all kind of friends. He was having all kind of friends, all kind of parties throughout the years. And ain't nobody none of his friends came to his rescue, because they got some dirt on their slate too. And they like, oh no, we stand far back away because we got worse dirt than Diddy, right? They ain't trying to get caught. You see Jay-Z, he backed all the way up. He was even lying, saying that Diddy and him was just business partners. And y'all, we know that to be a whole big fat liar, pants on fire, right? Because we know Jay-Z got some skeletons in his closet, starting out with his son, that he got the mama pregnant when she was like 15 or 16, allegedly, right? Allegedly. But that story to me sounds about right, because that boy looks just like Jay-Z. That boy looks just like Jay-Z. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. No updates yet, you guys. I think let me see. I think they may be on lunch. Let me see something. Hold on real quick, because they haven't had no updates in a minute. So I'm wondering if they're on a lunch break. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, hold on. We got 12 updates here. Let's see. Okay, the last update on this one was that Jane Doe testified to bringing drugs, male performers to the hotel. Okay, so we already got that update. Deborah says, freak off hair and all. I know, right? Tammy says if Diddy is given the bag to do illegal ish, he got to face the consequences as well as the people who took it, period. Yes, that's what I'm saying, you guys. It doesn't matter if people, because people are, I've heard that before too, Tammy. People are saying they gave Diddy all this money for this, that, and the third, and Diddy was like the face of all of them, or whatever the case may be. Nobody held a pow to your head and say, go beat these people up, go have freak offs, go slap Drake, go beat this person with one of the chairs, go beat this your child's coach with the kettlebell. Right? We have to take responsibility for our actions, right? But Diddy was so nasty, so narcissistic. He thought he was at the top of the world. You couldn't tell him nothing, right? He was acting like he was Jesus, God, untouchable. Nobody could tell him anything. He is going to be gallivanting through Hollywood and doing what the freak he wants to do. And now he's shut down, all the way down. And now he over there, nerves on edge, booty clenching in the seat. He's over there talking to his lawyers earlier in a little huddle. Like he upset because what Jane Doe is saying. You shouldn't have been doing all these dirty, disgusting things to people. Because karma comes when you least expect it, right? Let's just be for real. If you knew you did something bad and horrible to somebody, and then all of a sudden your life is something's going wrong, you get in a car accident, or you have a heart attack, or somebody passes away, or somebody runs you, you're like, what's going on? Oh, you know what's going on, honey bunny. You know that it's your turn, that karma is coming to visit you. So now karma's on the throne. She's visiting you, looking down, trying to see, how everything's going. And Diddy is over there scraping and scrambling because he knows by the time this trial is over, y'all, he not walking out that courtroom, that courthouse. Yeah, he walking out of the courthouse to the MDC. He's not walking out that courthouse to go home. Absolutely not. The feds, from what I heard, two people said, one person said somebody said they offered him 2 plea deals. They said they offered him 15 years and he turned it down. I don't know how true it is. I can't confirm or deny that, right? But at the same time, if he's sitting there got 15 years, if that was the case, Diddy is already 55 years old. He could just hang it up. He already looking like Papa Smurf. I'm telling you, he looked like Papa. He looks old. He looks, even with his little sweaters on, his little khakis, he looked like an old man. So he might as well just hang it up. He might as well just chuck up the deuces and say I was a nasty, demonic dragon during the 30 years I was in Hollywood. Let me just chop it up, take the L and go and serve my time, because I was a whole demonic entity the whole time. And he was telling on himself the whole time, telling that he locks the people up in the room. He turns on the heat. He gives them some water. He gives them the alcohols. He was telling on himself, right? Lord Lee says, pure survival. Yes, he was telling on himself, was he not, you guys? He was telling on himself. He was doing the most on the coast. And now it's time for him to face the music. And now he looking like, oh, whoa, it's me. Oh, Lord. He done so much to people. He probably forgot about half the stuff he done to people. So when James on the stand, and I'm sure when Mia was on the stand, Cassie, all them was on the stand, he was probably like, oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, I did remember doing that. Oh, my God, I was horrible. But, he's not going to say that, right? But he's probably thinking, oh, shoot, I did do that. Oh, I did slap this person. Oh, I did do whatever, right? But now Diddy is in a world of, I'm telling you. Okay, we got a new update, you guys. We got a new update. It says, where's it at? Okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay, it says Combs invited male prostitutes to Jane's birthday date. She testifies. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. So he didn't invite the male prostitutes to her birthday. Oh my God. D-Dot says they fell in love with a little engine that could. I know, right? A little itty bitty diddy committee engine that couldn't, right? So it says, oh my goodness. Okay, Jane broke down on the stand as she told the jury that Sean Combs surprised her with male prostitutes during her birthday celebration in just 2023. It says, testifying under an alias to protect her identity, the witness said Combs invited her to Miami for what she understood was one-on-one time. I remember we were at dinner. I was dressed all up with him, she said. We were at a sushi place, and I was just really happy to be around my lover. And she didn't know her lover was an undercover brother. But anyway, it says, and he was just so loving and so sweet as always. Hey, Tammy. Um, and it says, then he starts to tell me what entertainment is tonight. So he took her to a birthday dinner at the sushi place and then was setting her up for the birthday night freak off that she had no idea about. Y'all, this is crazy. Could y'all imagine y'all spouse or the person that you was supposedly in a relationship with taking you out to dinner, y'all all dressed up, smelling good, looking good? And then next thing you know, we over here eating, and then he's telling you or she's telling you about what's about to pop off for the dessert, right? For the after party, the birthday dinner after party. Oh my God, y'all, this is crazy. Oh my God. It says, I had this gulp moment like something was struck in my throat because I didn't expect this. She said she didn't expect the birthday dessert party to ensue. It says, hardly able to finish her testimony, Jane spoke through tears as she described Combs bringing in one escort after another to have sex with her. Diddy had the whole football team what is it called? The whole escort team, a whole football escort team, one after the other, ready to get the cheeks clapped. Oh my God. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you. Oh my God, y'all. Could y'all imagine going to dinner, y'all eating, y'all, sipping some wine or whatever? And you're like, yeah, baby, I love you so much. Thank you for this dinner. I just thank you for everything. I just love you so much. And then Diddy's like, oh, I just want to let you know, we having these men coming over, and it's gonna be one after the next. Y'all, she was like, oh my God, I thought I was only freaking off with you. I thought me and my baby was gonna make love until the sunset, until the sun came out in the morning. I thought it was gonna be me and you rolling in the bed, baby oil slinging all off the chandelier, the fan, all of that. Just me and you, just me and your bodily fluids, baby. And he had a whole lineup for that. Oh my goodness. It says, hardly able to finish her testimony, Jane spoke through tears as she described Combs bringing in one escort after the other to have sex with her, and his growing irate when she asked one to use a condom. I guess she was like, time out. Where is the condom? Where is the umbrella? She said Diddy was irate. Diddy didn't want that condom because Diddy didn't want to be having to dig in the condom for the happy ending that he wanted. Diddy, that was his dessert. Diddy didn't want it in a condom. Diddy wanted it in her, for JJ. It says, it was just hours and hours of that, she said. Sex, foreplay, pleasing this guy, just doing so much, doing it all. Oh my God. Doing things my partner wanted to see. Going back and forth between these men. Oh, she was Tootsie Roll pop hopping. She was Tootsie Roll pop hopping on the night of her birthday. And she only wanted to be on Diddy's Tootsie Roll. And she was Tootsie Roll pop hopping with all these men. Y'all, that is crazy. Hey, Dr. Cherise, how are you? She was Tootsie Roll hot popping, drop locket popping on her birthday. She didn't ask for this. She said she took a big old gulp like, oh my God, it's my birthday. We over here eating sushi. And my man, I'm thinking we about to have a whole freak off. Oh no, it's a freak off party. She said bringing one escort after the other to have Rex with her. And Diddy was mad as soon as she said Condom time, break out the condom. She was like, Diddy was getting upset. It was just hours and hours of that. She said, sex, foreplay, pleasing this guy, just doing so much, doing it all, doing the most on the coast. Oh my God. Doing things my partner wanted to see. Going back and forth between these men. Y'all, that's crazy. Y'all, it was, oh my God, bodily fluids. Y'all know how much I'm scared of all of that. I would have been like, oh my God, please call the Board of Health. Oh my God, please give me some bleach. No, I wouldn't even put myself in that situation. But this girl was Tootsie Roll pop hopping and going back from men to men. She said she thought that the night was over when another male escort walked in unannounced. Diddy had a whole football team of escorts, pop, lock it, dropping. She was Tootsie Roll pop hopping on all of these men and no condom. And Diddy was upset. He was hotter than fish grease when the C word, the condom word came out. She said Diddy was irate. Y'all, this is crazy. Could y'all imagine? Oh my God. I just want to freak off with my man. But my man, he had a voluntold party for me on my birthday, and I just wanted to be me and my man. And now it's a whole football team. I got to hop over and jump on this one, jump on that one. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Can we call the Board of Health? Somebody call the Board of Health. Oh Lord, somebody call the Board of Health. This is crazy. Oh my God. This is so crazy. Oh my, y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. One after the other. Y'all, this is crazy. I would be upset. Hey, Flo, how are you? I would be upset. If my man says, oh, yeah, you like that? You like that? You like that sushi? Oh, you like that? Mm-hmm. But, baby, I need to tell you, we having a party tonight. And she's like, oh, my God, what? We having a party? I thought it was going to be me and you, baby. No, we have a whole football team in there. I want them to clap your cheeks. And I want them to, leave behind their happy ending because I need their happy ending. That's my dessert. Y'all, that is crazy. It says, I reacted like it was nothing, but inside I hated it. She said, still sobbing before the judge dismissed the court for an early lunch. Y'all, this is sad. Y'all, this is crazy. Diddy was being nice, y'all. Diddy thought he thinks he's a smooth criminal, but now he's being brought to an open shame. How are you taking this girl on a dinner date for her birthday? Y'all smelling good, looking good, eating all this sushi. And then you is over here telling this girl that we having a party and she didn't even know. She didn't even know she was having a party to the after party for her birthday. I'm telling you, this is crazy. Michelle said, sad, but you say it's so funny. Michelle, thank you. I like to keep it funny and keep it humorous because I'm telling you, that Diddy is a mess. He is a mess, y'all. He done told her to freak off on the night of her birthday, y'all. Look, y'all know I'm a Gemini. I'm telling you, that Gemini would have came out the closet and slapped Diddy upside his head. There is no way you are over here trying to tell me that I'm having a party, that you want me to have a party. That is crazy. You sitting there drinking your little probably wine, eating your sushi, enjoying the night, probably the nice ambiance, probably I'm sure it was a nice restaurant, probably the lights were probably dimmed down low, probably had that nice, the nice the little ambiance music in there. And then here it goes. She probably over here taking a bite and then she go, you having a party? You inviting all these people? She said it was one escort after the other. And Diddy was liking to see her get clapped by these people. This is crazy. Oh my God, this is crazy. I couldn't imagine, y'all. Could y'all imagine your partner telling you gonna have a party and you're like, oh my God? She said it was just hours and hours of this. Can y'all imagine? Hours and hours having a freak off. The room is funky, it's stinking. You got different men smelling like whatever, smelling probably like fresh cut onion. People bodily, odor, just yuck. And this is after one man after the other. Yes, Laura says, choo choo. Yes, he had them run a train on her. She said it was hours. It says, I'm gonna read it again, y'all. This is sad. Diddy needs to go in, y'all. This is disgusting. Now, this is sad. I'm telling y'all, this is disgusting. I don't like this not one bit. It says Jane broke down on the stand as she told the jury that Sean Combs surprised her with the male prostitute during her birthday celebration in 2023. So it says, it says, I'm gonna read this real quick because I have a meeting, you guys, in a few minutes. So I'm gonna read this real quick and then I'm gonna like end the live and then I'm gonna come back in like 30 minutes. But y'all, this says right here, and they're on lunch break anyway. So the break that I'm gonna take, they're on lunch break anyway right now, you guys. So it'll be a perfect thing. I could take a little break too, trying to grab something to eat and then jump back on in like 30 or 40 minutes. But anyway, it says right here, you guys, it says, testifying under an alias to protect her identity, the witness said Combs invited her to Miami for what she understood a one-on-one time. I remember we were at dinner. I was all dressed up for him, she said. We were at a sushi place and I was just really happy to be around my lover. And he was just so loving and sweet as always, right? It says, then he starts to tell me what entertainment is going on tonight. She said, I had this big gulp. You know, y'all take a, like, oh my God. She took a big gulp that moment, something, and like something was stuck in her throat because I didn't expect that. It says, hardly able to finish her testimony, Jane spoke through tears as she described Combs bringing in one escort after another to have sex with her and his growing irate when she asked for a condom. She asked one of the guys to use a condom and Diddy he was on fire. His blood was boiling. He was upset because y'all know he doesn't want them to use condoms because he wants to go in the woman's JJ and get the juices of the man that left him. That is disgusting. Oh my God. Ew. It says, she said sex, foreplay, pleasing this guy, just doing so much. Doing all of it, she said. Doing things my partner wanted to see. Going back and forth between men. She said she thought the night was over. When another one, she thought she was done. She was like, oh, Lord, I'm over. I'm done with this. This is over. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah. And here comes another man come walking in. He's like, shoot, you ain't done. We got some more business to handle. Another escort came in after she thought she was done. That is crazy. It said, I reacted like it was nothing, but inside I hated it, she said. Still sobbing before the judge dismissed the court before lunch. That's the last update, y'all. This is sad, sad, sad. Now, this situation is sad. Because when you're thinking that you're going to be with your man, spending time, having a good time, and he tells you it's going to be a party, and you're like, hold on, I thought there was only me and you. We're spending quality time. Diddy was like, oh, no, baby. No, honey, baby, chicken child. No, we having a freak off. She said it was escort after escort coming in behind. She said it was hours of sex. Y'all, that is crazy. That is crazy. I could imagine. I mean, she could have left. I don't know what her conditions were at that time. Like if she was able to leave, walk away, say, no, I ain't doing that. I don't know, but she said she loved him and she wanted to spend time with him by herself, but then he was like, He probably didn't even want to have sex with her. That's why he likes to see other men clapping her cheeks. She's just like the middle person. He was just like in the voyeurism, but he wanted that men juice that they lay after they had their happy ending. That's what Diddy likes. That's like he get excited about that. He get all excited about that. That is disgusting. But he gets all excited. He's like, oh, no, we ain't using no condom. I need them juices straight out the vajayjay. Like whenever they have sex and they lay that man, liquid, like it's supposed to be like a cleaning process if it goes through the vagina to his hands. I don't know, y'all. This is disgusting. I don't know. I don't know what to say, y'all. There's a whole nother word we need to come up with for Diddy, because this is not normal. This is not normal. You know, her JJ was probably sick. Her JJ was probably sick and ran through. She probably needed to take a long time to get that JJ back healed. Because I'm telling you, all them Peter Skeeters going in there, all them eggplants, hours, one after the next. I hope she went to the hospital and got a checkup and medication, because that is a lot going on. She said it was one after the next, after the next. They was marching like soldiers, in and out, in and out, in and out. That is crazy for hours. Oh my God. That's crazy, y'all. That is crazy. But right now, they're on a break with the court. I have a meeting like in like a few minutes. So I'm going to go to my meeting, and then I'm going to step off and log into my meeting and then come back. But y'all, that's where we're at right now. So if y'all come back, stay tuned. I'm going to be back in like maybe about 30 minutes or so. They're at lunch break anyway at the courthouse. They're on lunch. So y'all, subscribe, hit the like button, but I will be back. We gonna go right back into it and start reading the updates. But y'all, this is sick, y'all. Oh my goodness. But y'all, I will be back, y'all. I will be back. We will be back in session in just about 30 minutes or so. But love you guys. Always lead with love, peace, and tranquility. And I'll be back in like 20 or 30 minutes so we can get back caught up on what's going on. So I see y'all in a few. Love you guys. Bye-bye.